of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Among the most dangerous and unpredictable criminals with which law enforcement agencies must contend is the arsonist. His senseless and destructive crimes result in a staggering loss of life, property, and national resources. On August 15th, the Highway Patrol was asked to cooperate in an effort to apprehend a dangerous arsonist.
The fire is positively of incendiary origin. Start on the receiving dock, which sits on a concrete foundation about 11 inches from the earth. Here's a sample of earth we dug from under the platform. Smell it.
Gasoline.
Yeah. There's nothing but a rough board floor on the receiving dock, and some of the inflammable leaked through and dropped onto the earth under the platform. The inflammable that leaked into the ground doesn't burn, and actually tells us many things about the arsonist.
Oh, what things?
Well, an arsonist has an M.O., same as any other criminal.
Yeah, we know that.
Well, by finding out where a fire started and how it started, we can usually tell who might have started it.
Well, you got any clues on this one?
Yeah, it could have been one of several known arsonists. The inflammable was apparently poured in a good-sized circle, just about the distance that could be covered with 5 gallons of liquid fuel. I can give you the names of several people in this part of the state who have been arrested and convicted of setting a fire in just this manner.
All right, let's have them. Take them down, Ken.
One man is about 50, married, and has 4 children. His name is Gerald Harder.
H-A-R-T-E-R?
Right. Then there's Jod Patterson. He was caught in the act of setting this type of fire by a watchman.
Jod Patterson.
Another is Shakes McDowell, but he may still be in prison. You'll have to check.
We need everything we can get on these guys.
Now check with the office. They'll fill you in.
Thanks very much. Come on, Ken, let's go. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Contact Arson Division, Fire Department. Get me a rundown on the following suspects. Gerald Harder, Jod Patterson, Shakes McDowell. Any other suspects with the same M.O.? 10-4?
10-4.
See ya, kid. me, I'm looking for Mr. Harder.
I'm Harder.
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol. This is Sergeant Williams.
Yes, Mr. Matthews.
I suppose you know there was a $100,000 fire at the annex this morning.
Fire? It's a terrible thing.
Where were you this morning, Mr. Harder?
I understand why you came here to talk with me. Seems back in my distant past someplace, I got all mixed up with things like starting fires. Or maybe it would be good to say, I'm just mixed up.
Well, that's not quite the answer we need, Mr. Harder. The question is, where were you this morning?
I was home, Sergeant. Left there before I came to work. As a matter of fact, I was a few minutes late. First time since I've been on this job.
Tell me something. Anybody else vouch for this outside of your family?
As a matter of fact, yes. My wife and I have been taking care of my son's baby. About 6 o'clock this morning, he picked up a right sharp coughing spell.
I suppose you sent for the doctor.
Sure did. And he took care of the youngster okay, but he didn't leave until after 8 o'clock. I was with him every minute. He had breakfast with us.
Check that, Ken.
What's your phone number?
Maine 468.
Where are you bound for?
Shepherd's Corner. You going there?
About 2 miles this side. Want to go that far?
Oh, you bet. My thumb's about worn out.
I suppose every grandfather talks like this, but that kid is sure cute. Sure had me scared this morning. You got any grandchildren, Mr. Matthews?
Well, you see,
It all checks out. Mrs. Harder, the baby, and the doctor.
that's all we need, Mr. Harder. Thanks very much.
Don't mention it. Mr. Matthews,
What?
if somebody did set that fire, I sure hope you get him.
So do a lot of other people.
You know, this is one time I'm kind of glad the suspect had a substantial alibi.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Who's next on the list?
Judd Patterson, 224 Myrtle Street.
What are we waiting for?
Hello, Mr. Norpel.
Hi, Ray.
Fill it up?
Yeah.
Got family in Shepherd's Corner?
No, guy I knew in the service lives there. At least I hope he does.
Where are you from?
I just got out of the service myself. Been here and there, wherever the commanding general thought I was needed most.
No family?
I got a sister somewhere, but we don't get along. My mother died when I was 4 years old. My dad passed on when I was in the service.
Mrs. Patterson, when did you see your son last?
Yesterday, at noon, he was home for lunch. Mr. Matthews, you don't think Judd set that awful fire, do you?
Tell me, does he do this very often? Does he stay out all night and part of the next day?
No, he doesn't.
Do you have any idea where he might be now?
He said he might go up north and try to find work. He hasn't been able to get work around here since he was released from that institution about 4 months ago. I'm sure Judd had nothing to do with that fire. I don't think it would be fair to blame that fire on Judd.
Mrs. Patterson, we didn't say he started it. We just want to be sure he didn't.
I know. You're doing what you think is right. As soon as he comes back, I'll let you know.
Do you have a recent picture of your son we might use, Mrs. Patterson?
Yes, I'll get it for you.
Ken, you wait for the picture. I'll get things moving.
This is Judd. I'm sure that you'll find that he didn't set that fire.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
APP on Judd Patterson. Arson suspect. I want to stake out at Patterson's house, 224 Myrtle Street. Have another unit check third suspect, Shakes McDowell. We'll case this neighborhood. 10-4?
10-4.
Looks like I'm on my own. As long as Uncle Sam didn't feed me anymore, I got to get a job. You know where I can find one?
I might. What's your name?
Arthur Benson.
Ever work on a farm?
No. After that stretch in the Army, it doesn't sound hard to learn.
I got a guy for a few days baling alfalfa. That is, you'll start baling as soon as I get this fan belt home. We could do with a little more help right now.
Sounds good.
Is that all, Mr. Nopel? Just put it in the account?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ray.
Anytime.
$34.10 to $21.50.
2150 by.
I just located the stolen car on this morning's hot sheet. I found evidence of an inflammable in the trunk.
What's your 1020?
Linden Road, off Highway 81, 12 miles from Shepherd's Corner. Send me a tow car and I'll bring it in. 10-4?
We're on our way. 10-4?
Gasoline odor's real faint now, but when I opened up the trunk, it was real strong. Look, here's some marks. Could have been a 5-gallon can.
He must have thrown it away somewhere between the fire and here.
Well, we got an abandoned car, a missing arsonist, a 5-gallon can, and a warehouse fire. What's the total?
Chad Patterson, or at least his M.O.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's a suspect.
Figuring the time it must have taken him to get here and ditch the car, he can't be too far away.
Well, he might have hitchhiked a ride with somebody.
Yeah, unless he did have another car stashed somewhere.
You think you'd figure things that far ahead?
I'll take it easy. These guys are pretty smart. They put up a good front. Good enough to fool the average citizen.
Well, if he does have another car, the roadblock should pick him up.
Yeah, well, come on, let's go.
Yes, Frank, I know. Clyde is here now. I'll be right over. Goodbye. Hello, dear.
Nora, this is Arthur Benson. Arthur, Mrs. Norpel.
Hello, Arthur.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
Arthur's going to work for us for a while.
Oh, good. We sure can't use another man. Lucy's had another attack. Frank just called and wants me to come right over.
Oh, go ahead. Take the pickup.
Okay. Oh, be sure and hook up the outside bell. If we have to take her to the hospital, I'll call you.
Is it that bad?
It sounded like it. I'll let you know. Make yourself at home, Arthur.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'll go see what's in the icebox.
Okay.
10-4. Well, that's a good alibi.
And it narrows the search down to Chad Patterson if it's a local man.
If he does have an alibi, we're right back where we started.
We do most of our business in alfalfa. Why don't you take it easy? Look around and get acquainted with the place while I take this fan belt out to David.
Okay.
Oh, and watch the phone, will you? I'll be right back.
evidence that inflammables had been carried in the trunk of the stolen car was possibly the first break in the search for the arsonist. But a break that could well prove to be too late.
Hi.
Hello? There's a picture of a man we're trying to locate. Wonder if you might have seen him. He could have been in a car. He might have been hitchhiking.
No, I don't think so. It's been kind of busy here.
This is very important. Take a good look. See if you can remember him.
Well, I'll try now. There's been a lot of people in here today. I don't know. Now, wait a minute.
What?
Yes, sir, that fellow was in today. Now, let me see. Who was he with?
How long ago? Do you remember?
I couldn't rightly say.
Tell me, was he alone, or was he driving with somebody else, or what?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I got it. He came in with Clyde Norpel in Mr. Norpel's pickup truck, and I filled it up with gas, and they sat there and talked.
Where's Norpel live?
He lives on a farm about 2 miles this side of Shepherd's Corner.
What's his phone number, you know?
I think so. He's got a charge account here. Let's see. Norpel, Citrus 412.
Thanks.
What'd he do?
Well, we just want to question him. How long ago was that?
Hello? How do you get to Norpel's place?
Well, so you go straight ahead about 4 miles. You come to a dirt road near an orange grove, and you make that turn, you'll be in Norpel's place about 2 minutes.
Thanks very much.
All right.
Hey, what are you doing?
You think this is it?
Well, we haven't traveled 4 miles yet. Service station guy said it was over 4 miles.
Well, this fits the description of turnoff. Maybe we ought to go ahead.
Yeah, we'll try it. If we don't hit Norpel's place in a couple of minutes, you call headquarters. Have another unit cover the other road.
What's the matter with you?
Looks deserted. Check the barn. I'll take the house.
Hold it. You hold it, mister. I know what you want. Well, you're not gonna get me. And you can't shoot either. Because if you do, I'll drop this in the hay and it's been soaked in gasoline and he'll be burned to a crisp.
Well, what's your proposition?
Get out of here. Get in your car and start going. You're out of sight before this burns out. I won't set fire to the barn.
Well, that's all right with me, Judd. I'd just as soon get in my car and drive away. You don't mind if I ask you just one question, though?
You better make it a short one.
Well, how do I know you won't set fire to the barn as soon as I'm out of sight?
Well, that's a chance you'll have to take, and you haven't got much longer to take it.
Okay, I'm going. Oh, by the way, we saw your mother on the way out here. She had a message for you. It's a pretty important message. I think you ought to hear it. You see, she was worried when you didn't come home last night.
Get out! Get out of here!
You all right?
I guess so. He wanted to burn down the barn and me with it. Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a doctor can come up with the right answer. See Highway Patrol again next week. Until then, remember, it isn't what you drive, but how you drive that counts. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.